Troy Dannen shedded some more light, Steve Sipple, on what April 26 may look like. And you listen to that. Give us a rundown of what the spring game weekend might include, including possibly a garage sale.
Stop. Okay. What I call it is I've just personally called this now the spring game replacement weekend. Okay, it's the spring game replacement weekend. I never know what to call it, so that's what I'm calling it that. Yeah, he did shed a little bit more light on it Thursday night on statewide radio. He again talked about flag football. He said, while it won't be a traditional game, he said we'll still see our football athletes put their skills on display, whether it's through a skills competition, some flag football, some 7-on-7 type flag football. It'll be something like that. I don't know how fans feel about that. I don't know. He said, this is what you're alluding to. I'm hoping we can pull off some type of garage sale, if you will.
I will tell you, if they do something like that, people will come out for it.
He said, we have a lot of equipment that accumulates, and every once in a while, it's good to kind of purge. Okay, so I don't know what. Now, I would say this, if it's apparel, if it's jackets that the players and coaches wear, I'd be interested in that for like a father.
Shoes.
Yeah, for like my father or my brothers.
Well, I will just tell you, people will come out. If there's it's like, have you ever been to a garage sale?
Yes, Sean, I've been to garage sales. I have
people
not
are waiting
existed in a cave.
People are waiting outside your garage until you open the door. And I don't know if you remember, like Adrian Martinez, after he left Kansas State, he had one in Papillion.
Yeah.
And like they had to bring like police to like move traffic through the neighborhood. And there was so much stuff he was selling.
Yeah, Lance Leipold, he worked at Nebraska as a on-campus recruiting coordinator. And at one point this was years ago, when he left, he had a garage sale. I thought it was spectacular. I mean, all of I got a jacket for my dad. I got a jacket for myself. I wouldn't wear, I couldn't wear it very often, just around the house type thing. But yeah, you can get a lot of stuff.
Coach Held, when he,
Ryan
Held, when he left Nebraska, he contacted me, and the coaches have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And he wanted to give it all to me to donate to like Holy Ghost. So Coach Held gave me a lot of it still had tags on it, like boxes of stuff.
What a nice gesture.
And so then I met up with our friends at the Holy Ghost Husker Nights, and then they use those items in the raffles.
So I don't know what else. I guess there could be footballs. I don't know if there'd be. Do you have any use for a blocking dummy? I don't know if that would be auctioned off.
Is it crazy that I'm as interested in this as I am like?
No, it's not crazy.
The tug of war and the skills competition.
This one's interesting. I thought this was a good idea. He also mentioned the possibility of having ticketed tours of the Osborne Legacy.
Good idea, because we deal with a lot of customer feedback, and a lot of fans want to see this.
Yeah, ticketed tour
that will sell out.
I would think that. I would think it would go well. He did mention something that you've mentioned, and that is a lot of other schools seem to be following in Nebraska's path of moving away from a traditional spring football scrimmage. He said people are trying to turn those weekends into more of a celebration. This is what I was talking about before. This is what Troy said last night. The college football world is evolving, and evolution is not always kind when you're a traditionalist, but evolution gives you an opportunity to find a way to get ahead. And that's what we're chasing, frankly. We've got to get back on top. Love it. I love it. I love hearing that from the boss. He's the boss, Sean. He's the boss.
And he's a year in now.
And he's not, if you listen to him in that interview last night with Jessica Cootie, he doesn't want Nebraska just to be hanging around every so often being competitive in various sports. He wants to be a power. Nebraska should be a power. It has the apparatus in place,
the fan base, the tradition, and the money and the resources.
It shouldn't even be something he has to say, but I feel like he does need to voice that. This place concerns me sometimes with the mentality that's settled in. With men's basketball, it's like your big thing is, if they could just make the tournament. You know what I say to that? Who gives a damn? Everybody makes the tournament. I mean, like, who cares? And then what I hate more than anything is, God, if they could just win a game. That doesn't even mean anything.
And you watch, if they make it in the play-in game and they win that game, the real snooty purist, that doesn't count.
Well, I'm not saying
I know, but like that's going to be that's going to be the discussion.
Right. But
it's not a true tournament win.
But there's a mentality that seeps in here a little bit that it's like, I don't know what happened, but it wasn't like that I hate to say it this way, but it wasn't like that in the 90s. Nebraska was a power, and they're gonna, they expected to win every time they went out.
Yeah, just a different time though. You can't really compare it to that era anymore. It's just different. I mean, everyone has the same amount of money now.
It's true.
To hire coaches and get players.
You got to find an edge. That's what Troy's talking about.
But yeah, that should be a fun weekend, April 26th. I'd imagine it'll be like a all afternoon type deal where
all day. The soccer team plays Wyoming that day. Oh, we didn't even mention again. He did mention again the volleyball team playing
in Devaney.
Yeah, probably sold out for Danny Busboom Kelly, right? Sold out.
Oh, and did you hear on the AVCA deal at PBA next door here? They've already had to stop the ticket sales because so many sold. I mean, shocker, but it sounds like there was kind of a Ticketmaster snafu.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on the message board. Yeah, interestingly too, Dannen was saying that Danny Busboom Kelly wasn't even aware that Nebraska was in that tournament when she took the job. Now here you go. Now here you go, Pitt and Stanford. Here you go, right out of the gate.
But yeah, Ticketmaster, when that third party group sells that like outside of Nebraska,
yeah,
it allows the professional ticket sharks. And I know how these guys do it. I mean, I have a friend that's in the business.
What do they do?
I mean, a ticket guy might have like 40 accounts, and then they have 40 iPad devices like lined up, connected to one master computer, and they can log them all in at one time and purchase tickets on like 40 accounts.
Purchase how many tickets would you
whatever the max you're allowed to do, difference per event. But so like
and then they have the tickets to distribute.
I mean, one of my friends, I've seen it, like these tickets, and that's how it is. And they're gamblers, investors. They understand like what event you can buy at 50 that you can sell for 100. And if they know that, you're going to buy as many as you can.
Mm-hmm. Profit.
So yeah, Ticketmaster had some issues though, I think, with how the code worked, getting on there, and people said like 15 minutes in the lower bowl, there was not much left.
Yeah, average Joe kind of gets pushed out in that conversation, right?
It's real. I mean, for an elite event at PBA, Husker basketball, now volleyball, it's really hard to get lower bowl seats. Like, I mean, lower bowl basketball tickets for men's are extremely hard to get your hands on. Now, second, third level, a little easier.